Are you really a Christian? Imagine standing in front of a mirror, not just any mirror, but one that reflects your soul. You ask yourself, am I really a Christian? This question isn't just important, it's eternally important. How can you truly know if your faith is genuine or just a title you claim? Let's take a journey today to uncover the truth of what it really means to follow Christ. The Bible challenges us with these powerful words. Examine yourselves to see if you are in the faith, test yourselves. 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5. This is serious. It's not a casual self-check but a heartfelt, deep examination of your life and faith. Jesus paints a vivid picture of two paths in life. He says, "Enter by the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many enter by it. But small is the gate and narrow is the way that leads to life, and only a few find it." Matthew 7 verses 13 to 14. The wide road looks so appealing. It's filled with comfort, luxury, and ease. It tells you, do what feels good. Follow your heart. Live your truth. But Jesus warns that this road leads to destruction. On the other hand, the narrow road is challenging. It requires sacrifice, obedience, and commitment, but it leads to eternal life. Stop for a moment and think, which road are you really walking on? Jesus gives us another way to test ourselves. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So by their fruit you will recognize them. Matthew 7 verses 19 to 20. What kind of fruit does your life produce? Is it the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control? Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. It's not enough to say you have faith. Your life needs to show it. Do your words and actions reflect the love and grace of Jesus? Or are you living for yourself? In Matthew 25, Jesus describes the final judgment like this. Then the king will say to those on his right hand, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, which has been prepared for you." Matthew 25 verse 34. The sheep represent true believers, those who lived out their faith by serving others, loving their neighbors, and obeying God. The goats, however, claimed to know Christ but had no evidence in their lives. Being a Christian isn't just about what you believe, it's about how that belief transforms the way you live. Are you living as a sheep, following the voice of the Good Shepherd, or are you a goat, going your own way? Revelation 3 verses 15 to 16 gives us a sobering warning. "I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were one or the other. So, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth." Ouch! Jesus is saying it's better to be all in or all out. Lukewarm faith, where you claim to follow Jesus but lack passion and commitment, makes him sick. Are you truly on fire for God, or is your faith lukewarm and comfortable? If your relationship with Christ has grown cold, it's time to reignite that flame. At its core, being a Christian is about having a relationship with Jesus. He said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." John 14 verse 15. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. None of us are. It's about direction, not perfection. Are you striving to obey him because you love him? Is your heart moving closer to him every day? One day, you and I will stand before God. Jesus warns us. "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." Matthew 7 verse 21. It's not about the words you say, it's about the life you live. When that day comes, will your faith stand the test? This isn't about condemnation, it's an invitation. An invitation to draw closer to Christ, to live a life of meaning and purpose, and to experience the joy of walking with him. Here's what you can do today. Examine your heart, be honest with yourself. What does your life reveal about your faith? Pray for guidance, Ask God to show you the areas where you need to grow and surrender them to Him. Dive into His Word. The Bible is alive and powerful. Let it speak to your heart and guide your steps. Commit fully. Choose today to follow Jesus with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Final encouragement. James 4 verse 8 gives us a beautiful promise. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. It's time to take the narrow path. Bear good fruit. Be a sheep that listens to His voice. Live a life full of love, faith, and passion for Christ. If this message has touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement. Reflect on your faith, and let today be the day you go deeper in your walk with Christ.